What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be installing the turbo blanket on the Civic. The benefits to running a turbo blanket is it will actually help spool the turbo up by about 600 to 800 RPM sooner, which is pretty significant. Results may vary, but basically what it does is it traps the heat around the turbo, causing the exhaust gases to stay together a little bit longer, which helps them move out of the exhaust system faster, which also helps with spool. They did a study out of Austin, Texas, where they did it to a turbo diesel. They did nothing to the tune or anything else. They did a couple dyno runs to see the baseline horsepower, put a turbo blanket on it, and did those runs again, and it made 100 horsepower more. Engineering Explained actually does a really good video of this, so there will be a link in my description on that. But turbo blankets really do help spool it faster. Same with header wrap or heat wrap. I use the titanium, that's just me, but other people have their own preferred look and style. I will be wrapping this downpipe as well and kind of showing you that method. This will also help cut temperatures in the engine bay down, which also results in more power. Here is the turbo blanket we'll be using. We got it from 6 Speed. Now 6 Speed is one of our sponsors, but they did not give me this for free. They only gave it to me for a discounted price. But a huge shout out to 6 Speed. Thanks so much. I'm gonna put this on my car and show my support. But basically what this turbo blanket does is, well, it keeps it warm, which also cuts down in engine bay temps, which results in more power because you have less contaminated hot pipes and so on. You want to keep those intake temps as low as possible, so that way you don't get any detonation and you can run further advanced timing. Currently on 19 pounds of boost, and it's holding up strong. I'm actually turning the boost down just so it'll last a little bit longer because I really don't want to take a chance and throw a rod before the other engine's built. So I'm going to go ahead and get the turbo blanket on, show you how easy it is to install on the car, and then we will wrap the downpipe with the titanium wrap I have left over. I don't know if we'll be able to get the whole thing done, but at least we can get some of this downpipe wrapped up and help protect the engine bay from some heat and make that turbo spool faster. So let's get started. You got to use these little metal things to connect everything together. We got one on this side. Now we just got to put the other one on this side. Well, as you can see, got that hook done. We got the hook on this side done. They just hook around and lock it in place and it doesn't go anywhere. So that'll work really well at keeping the heat in. Now we have to wrap this downpipe. The method I use is I wrap it around, and then at the very bottom I use a hose clamp, just like this, and clamp it. I don't have any metal zip ties or I'd use that, but this works really well. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna wrap it as much as I can. I don't have a whole lot of that left, but I'll get what I can done. Alright, so there it is. Got the majority of the downpipe wrapped, at least in the engine bay section. So I'll go underneath and show you exactly what it looks like down there. All right, as you can see, this is the bottom side of the turbo, where the turbo blanket is. This is the wastegate dump tube. It's been on here for a little while now, and I just use a hose clamp. And it made it almost to the curve with what leftover titanium header wrap I had. But I like to go to about right here, you know, because that'll protect the oil pan as well, the heat. But this will work for now, but it's pointless to go all the way back here, just because it will already be cooled down by that point. But you do want to protect the oil pan and all the oil inside. Now I do have a small oil leak, even though I have a brand new oil pan gasket. So I have a front main seal leak right there. The rear main's fine, but it's leaking down the side of the block. So I gotta figure out my oil leaks soon, but that's why I have this cardboard here, catch all the oil. But I'm gonna go back up top. Installed, looks good. The header wrap will protect the radiator from heat soaking. Turbo blanket will do the same thing and increase spooling of the turbo. So we got a 2-for-1 there. It's pretty cool. I put the 6-speed sticker right there to show my support for 6-speed. They have some awesome products. I'm not just saying that because they're a sponsor and give us a discount. I've actually been buying stuff through 6-speed for a long time, way before getting a sponsorship. As you guys can see, it's still the stock D16Y7 block that I got from the junkyard. It's holding up really well to the 19 pounds of boost. So heat is a #1 killer of engines. That's why it's really important to cut heat down. I'm not running very hot under hood temps, which is surprising. Most turbo Civics or turbo cars that I've owned had pretty high under hood temps. So I'm really surprised, but this will just help keep them down. The cooler the air intake temperature, the more timing and stuff like that you can get, and less detonation. So I'm really happy with it. 6-speed does have a great product, and I will leave a link in the description for this particular turbo blanket that I bought for my GT30 Turbo. So if anyone's interested in buying one, they can just use that link and go grab one. So don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. If you learned something new, definitely hit the like button as well. And check the links in the description out, because there will be one for Engineering Explained, so you don't just have to take my word for it. They're way smarter than I am, so definitely go check out their channel and see exactly what he talks about with the turbo blankets. So I would go do some pulls through the gears, but the weather's getting kind of crappy, and I have all of my kids, my wife's at work, and I don't want to, you know, take them along for the ride. But yeah, definitely subscribe if you haven't already, drop a comment, and hit the like button, and we'll see you in the next video. Till then, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.